Welcome back to my series covering the Constitution of the Freedom Founders of the United States of America, better known as the Freedom Constitution. Today we will be diving into Article 5. Article 5 covers the rights and responsibilities of the state and how the states interact with the federal government. This is a critical piece of the Freedom Constitution, and tomorrow we will be covering Article 6, which defines what is a United States citizen and what rights and responsibilities United States citizens have under the Freedom Constitution. So we hope you join us tomorrow. As a reminder, you can pick up an official draft copy of the Freedom Constitution with the link provided in the previous video. I will add the link to the comments of this video as well for ease of access. The official draft is just the draft. The finalized version has not been publicly released yet. You will notice that the draft copy only has 12 articles listed, and Article 6 is listed twice for both citizens and non-citizens. That has been corrected in the final copy. There are 13 articles to this Constitution. Article 5, Section 1. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state, and the Congress may, by general laws, as outlined in this Constitution, prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be approved and the effect thereof. So what this is saying is that every state is responsible for creating their own laws, creating their own judges in the judiciary, and must create their own set of records and maintain their own records of government. It also says that Congress may, from time to time, create laws that affect how states are allowed to create or maintain their records, or how states are allowed to create or carry out laws, or how states are allowed to perform judiciary activities. Section 2. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in all states. A citizen or non-citizen charged in any state with treason, felony, or other crime, who shall flee from justice and be found in another state, shall, on demand of the executive authority of the state from which he fled, be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime, unless the executive of the state in which the citizen or non-citizen fled grants asylum to prevent execution or inhumanity. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, to include contractual servitude, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. So what this is saying is that if you are a citizen of the United States, it doesn't matter which state you live in or are currently in, you get to receive all the rights and immunities, all the privileges outlined in this Constitution for citizens of the United States. It then goes on to say that if you're a fugitive from justice and you commit a crime in one state and then go to another state, the other state must give you back to the state where you committed the crime, unless the state where you committed the crime is threatening to either execute you or treat you inhumanely. Then the state to which you fled can say, no, we're not going to extradite you to that state, we're going to give you asylum. And Section 2 rounds out with saying that slavery or involuntary servitude or contractual servitude are no longer legal within the United States or any place where the United States has jurisdiction, such as military bases, embassies, or other places where the United States has the legal controlling authority of the place. New states may be admitted by the Congress into the United States with a 5/9 approval by the intercedent, by not being formed or erected within the jurisdiction of another state, by not being formed within the jurisdiction of two or more states, and by not using any parts of multiple states. The Congress shall have the power to dispose of and make all needful rules and regulations respecting the territory or other property belonging to the United States, and nothing in this Constitution shall be so construed as to prejudice any claims of the United States or any particular state. This says that if Congress wants to create a new state, they have to have a 5/9 approval by the intercedent, and they can't create a new state by taking a piece of land from any state that currently exists, or taking pieces of land from multiple states and putting them together to create a new state. And then it ends by saying that nothing in this Constitution prohibits Congress or any state from claiming land that could be rightfully theirs. Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a form of government that mirrors the structure and function of the one created by this Constitution, and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened, against domestic, cyber, and tangible armed hostilities and conflicts. This section is stating that every state must have a form of government that has the 4 branches outlined in the Constitution to ensure that the voters control the government and the government doesn't control the voters. It also allows every state to engage in wartime activities within the state if the state is experiencing cyber or physical armed conflict. That brings us to the end of Article 5. Tomorrow we will cover Article 6, which defines United States citizen, and it also provides a list of rights and responsibilities of United States citizens. So this would be considered the Bill of Rights of this Constitution, but specifically to the citizens of the United States. Article 7 covers the rights of non-citizens of the United States, and Article 8 covers persons who are neither citizens nor non-citizens of the United States. So I hope you'll round out this week and listen to the Bill of Rights for both citizens and non-citizens under the Freedom Constitution. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy learning about the Freedom Constitution, please save this video, like it, share it, spread the word about the Freedom Constitution and the way in which the Freedom Founders see a revival of a true American way of life for all persons, citizens and non-citizens in the United States. Thanks for listening, new friend. I hope to see you tomorrow.